David here, weekly wheeler. Today is Friday, 16th of November, 5:44 in the evening. So market's closed. We're looking at the UK wheat, and we've got the yearly chart, May contract 2018 in front of us. And what we can see? We can see that we're still in a long-term upwards trend. We're still above the 60 SMA on the monthly, and all the moving averages pointing up. But preceding that, we've had 3 falling months, and now we're closing tonight 173.30. So let's pop down into the monthly more closely, and we can see here that we've got this sort of small range here at the present moment, below 3 preceding falling months. Pop down into the daily, and we can see here at last we've got a bounce back above the short-term 10 SMA. That's the green line here. We have got a falling 60 SMA, but so we are below it. Where's support come in around about 171, and we close tonight 173.30. If we do see a continue of this run up over the 60 SMA, then obviously the first target would be back up to test the 60 SMA just below the 180 mark at 179. There was a gap up on Thursday, so if this gap holds on Monday, look for a bounce above that. But we'll keep an eye on this level here, 174. I'll just go on to the Pro Real Time to show you why. If you can see here on this Pro Real Time chart here, we saw a high back in August of 198. I've put about 200 here on the top, and I put a low down here at 150, which was last year low, May last year. Actually, it came in at 15th of May. So a 50% retracement comes back exactly at 175. So we closed tonight 173.60. So that would give us a fair indication that we're halfway house between of this rise that we saw this time last year, and look to be finding support. Will this support continue? We'll just have to keep an eye on the 10 SMA to give us a clue, and obviously if we can close above the 175 level, that will give us further clues. Just go on to the new crop. The new crop, as we see here, had fallen further than the old crop. We went down to a low of nearly 152. We've got the same bounce here. We're just holding above the 10 SMA, the short term, but we have put some quite distance away from the 60 SMA. Let's see if this will hold and we get a bounce next week. If not, then we may see a gap fill and more sideways action filling in around this level. Just put on this chart to have a see that we can see anything different. No, it's fairly consistent here. So let's keep an eye on the 10 SMI on the May contract and see if this gap holds, and see if we do see a bounce. We have had a long-term fall now from this high here that we saw of 200 back in August, and we'll put an update this time next week. Thanks.